The league's for more defense overall.
We like the direction. DA, thank you. And Brooklyn has
finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Five made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
A dominating first half of basketball.
Your next 26. The Spurs 43.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. But
the defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Shireman. 10 points for him. And the dunk by Sohan.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. West outside. Wembanyama outside. Pass to West. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Sohan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sohan because he sometimes baits you into fouling.
And so Sohan nails both of them.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
Wembanyama passes to West. Here's the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
A difficult situation to be sure for Brooklyn. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against Memphis was dominant. He ended up with 26 points and wore the defense down with his three-point shooting. He was a jack of all trades for them. He helped them out in every facet of the game. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Castle, and he gets it to go from the corner. Castle's got his second basket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's checked in for... Changes for Brooklyn. Duran comes in for Cameron Thomas. And Trace Jackson-Davis is subbed in for Whitehead. The Spurs also with the sub. West is checked in for Vassell. Passes it to Ryan. Back to Sohan. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Jalen Duren is out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Ryan in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Duren. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Duren's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's West, guarded closer. Here's Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by West. Wembanyama's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's very light work for Wembanyama from that place.
Sohan inside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So for the Nets, Duren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for James. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Spurs. It's an 18-point lead. West with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Duren slams it in.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duren has a scoring night like this.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. West outside. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Shireman.
Antonio foul. West. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line.
And the first one drops.
At the line 2 times.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented
Today we have your affiliation leads here today to talk about our...
On the floor for the visitors, the San Antonio Spurs. At small forward, Devin Vassell. At the other forward position, Kristaps Porzingis. At shooting guard, Stephen Castle. At center, Victor Wembanyama. At the other guard position, West. The head coach of the visitors, Willie Green. Introducing the starting five for your Los Angeles Lakers. Starting at top.
So happy to have you here. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Shake and Bake in at the point. And for the Lakers, Nicholas Claxton out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Boston in at the 2 guard. What makes this matchup even more compelling is the fact that both of these teams are on a win streak.
There's some extra motivation for both sides. Neither team wants to see that streak end. They want to continue and build momentum.
Here's West. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And so Durant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met in San Antonio.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Here's West. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from a three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
West has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Nails it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Drives to the hoop. Baseline try. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
An open look for Durant. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's West, guarded by Doncic. Launches a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. The Lakers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Up top, Durant. Shot is up. To the left wing. Doncic right side. There's the 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's West, guarded by Doncic. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's West, guarded by Doncic, and the basket by West.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively.
Substitution on the court.
They've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Precious Achiuwa, and it's Boston in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. Lakers trail by 18. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He finished with 30 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And San Antonio hits again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
From downtown, the shot by Boston, no good. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
The first one falls. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
1:49 left in the half. Here's West. 18 points for him. Rebounded by Johnson.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's West. Currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense. From outside the arc. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Connect checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Mills. And San Antonio also making a switch. Carroll, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Here's West. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 23. Pass to West. 34 seconds left in the first half. Here's Castle. 5 on the clock. Carroll, pass to Shake and Bake. Three-pointer. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Doncic outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's West. And so the San Antonio Spurs already up 20.
Lakers 21. The Spurs 47. Fans, give a big round of applause to your Lakers.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Spurs shooting a fantastic 57%. Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. We've got Kristaps Porzingis. Also Devin Vassell out there. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Castle. And it's shake and bake in at the point guard position. Here's West. Just 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. From behind the arc. And Castle with the 3. Castle's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Poke loose. Soft touch off the glass. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Johnson.
Team foul.
About a minute played here in the second half. Doncic outside. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Converting off the turnover. The length of Wembanyama can be so disruptive defensively.
The Lakers with the ball. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. They'll be embarking on an epic journey. 7 road games in all. Now here's Durant. He's got 5. And that time also a missed shot.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
And the basket by West.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Doncic outside. Pass to Durant. From deep three-point range, the shot is good. Doncic making the play. Durant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Castle. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Poeltl. Lots of room. And the shot's good.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
For San Antonio, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Claxton passes to Boston. He shoots. Porzingis grabs the board. And it's Boston with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. The quick look, no good that time.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Los Angeles, Luka.
Doncic hits them both. Here's Reeves. Out to the right wing. Pass to West. From deep. Misses there. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
see the light. I be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight, tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich. It's going up. Get rich.
It's going up. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich. 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 It's going up.
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 I got demons in the dark, and they're coming to the light. I got screaming in my head that doesn't stop. I can't get through the night no more, 'cause
We make it hot, we gon' turn up the temperature. Got a little she the signature. Had to sit down and I read me some literature. He try and cross me, you know I'm a finisher. I grab that efficiently. They eating, they got a deficiency. Preaching on songs, I'ma need me in ministry. I'm out of London enjoying the scenery. Scamming the bank, I engaging. How you gon' swipe with no message? Negligent. Do a whole 30, I'm faster and frivolous. But I still can get ignorant. On top of me looking like Lola. She kinda crazy, I think she a million in ice when you add up the total. Custom made. Shouted trying to come and have fun. Hit ATMs and extract funds. Real, we gon' get it done. Remember we was scraping up crumbs. Brought the whole team from the slum. Lounge truck, rose truck, black on black.
I got demons in the dark, and they're coming to the light. I got screaming in my head that doesn't stop. I can't get through the night no more.
Yeah, born in the 90s, I'm ballin' like Mike. These shrimp think when I left wrist hitting this. I'm straight off the block and got rich off the mic. Shout out, got rich off of all these like I'm finna go. Bad tryna give me face. Sky got a in my neck full of ice. Yeah, I got it out the mud. Got it. Somehow I fell in love with my chains just got out the tub. Can't go in no with no glove. Pinky ring looking like a light bulb. Ain't need like a rub. Ain't showing need no love. Ain't showing need no mercy. Ain't buying need no purse. Don't ask what I'm doing, I'm work. When I die, they gon' hang up my jersey. Baby, who is your surgeon? She gon' go back after I then back blurred. That broke, I am allergic to it. I got demons in the dark. Yeah.
And they're coming to the light. I got screaming in my head that doesn't stop. I can't get through the night no more.
sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother's soul. Cross to my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I'm Mr. Old Streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah. Clutching on the highway. Riding down the strip trying to make a pick on a Friday. Always on my tip, wanna get at me sideways. Wanna trip, we gon' better high rate. I'm still with the but not the same homies. I done lost the chain and watch some change on me. I walked through the rain, they watched it rain on me. I took all the pain, they left the blame on me. I ain't want the fame, I swear the fame chose me. Tried to switch my lane, but it still came on me. Really hate this game, I use the same old cheat. I see baloney, still the same old me. They can't wait for me to break, they just wanna steal my way. Go to war up the score for the then they still hate. I do more for by the day. I'm gon' for my that laid away. In love with my I must admit I gotta cut her. Tidy with the grab it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother's soul. Cross to my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I'm Mr. Old Streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me some feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. Made it out of jungle, my ball ain't got no jumper. Rest in peace, my uncle. Never met, but I still love you. Remember that from way back, playing I pay on the that in the hood with that made my pillow. This ain't that what you looking at, and we didn't update the roster. You can tell it's a rich posture. Y'all gon' wanna spitting it proper. In school I was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should've stopped you. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me some feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
Put up to the photo, man, it's too easy. Y'all go snatch a line. I got a different for different places, different seasons. Plan a position, cutting her off too easy. I started off R&B stars right at the band. I had on the west side, think that I abandoned them. I have in my blood and I can change the climate. I threw the money on it to the price up like I designed it. Ain't put a presidential on the let's get that little IG in the car. Pop out that night and double up. Give him all these in the car.
It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me that some feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
I know there's money to make, thought I was catching my break. Still at my job every day, can't put your pride in the bank. I need some sugar and shine, need me a slice of that pie. They took a slice of my pride, turning my blood into pocket. I made me some time, I never got time. I'm missing holidays, but in a lot of ways I'm still gifted. Regardless if it's Christmas, snooze my alarm again. And a lot
Cleveland, Ohio. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us and the starting group for the Spurs. We've got West, Devin Vassell out there with Porzingis. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Castle in at the 2 spot. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Tyson in at small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. Back to Mitchell from the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Here's San Antonio now. It's a 3-point game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And, of course, playing against their NBA Finals opponent from a season ago, they hoisted the Larry O'Brien Trophy and sent this club home empty-handed.
Allen off on the layup. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wallace against West. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's taken away by Wallace. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Okay, good shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Tyson, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's West. He has 6. And a miss there on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's the triple. Cranes the 3-pointer. West has got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very...
Wembanyama looking it over. West against Mitchell. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from West.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
Here's Tyson. Off target from outside. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Castle. And he banks in the layup. Castle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Tyson. Last game we saw him score 14. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Mobley the pass to Allen. And that time, also a missed shot. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with veteran reporter David Aldridge for an injury update on Kobe White. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Spurs gave us some info. I was told it's just a bruised knee, and luckily there doesn't seem to be severe damage. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Wallace misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Magic put on a performance. He finished with 30 points, and he did most of that damage in 2 places, at the foul line and behind the arc. He showed terrific versatility. He impacted the game in a number of ways. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
For 3, West. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Allen finds Morris. Back to Allen. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 1:09 left in the second quarter. Hands it from downtown. 24 points for Shake and Bake.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Mitchell wide open. Good on the jump shot. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Poked away. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Rebound San Antonio.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, you love to see this level of aggression from Kristaps Porzingis, daring the defense to foul him.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw good from Porzingis. A different look now for San Antonio. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Cavaliers 30, the Spurs 51.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers Youth Dance Team.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the court for San Antonio, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. Then there's West. And it's Wembanyama in at the center. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Wallace misses.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The pass to Vassell. And here's West from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. West has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Spurs. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Tyson. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Tyson's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Castle. Back to West. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Pass to Mitchell. Wide open look. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wallace against West. Lets it go with a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And it's a complete...
Substitution.
Making a switch here.
At the line for
Let's
Cleveland.
take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then there's Case and Wallace. And it's Prosper in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.